The Adventure of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain Longman Simplified English Series Read by Shurima Buphapot Chapter 13 Holmes seized Joe uses his knife. After dinner, all the gang set out to hunt for turtle eggs on the sandbar. They purchased seeds into the sand, and when they found a soft place, they went down on their knees and danced with her hands. Sometimes they looked 50 or 60 eggs out of one hole. They had a grand fried egg feast that night, and another on Friday morning after breakfast. They dashed out on the bar and chased each other loud and loud, and then continued their game out against the chief currents which swept their eggs from under them for time to time, and greatly increased the fun. Now and then they stood in a group and threw water in each other's face with their palms, gracefully approaching each other with face turned aside, and finally sighing each other and sang, laughing and clapping for which at one and the same time. When they are excess, they would stretch out on the pot, dry sand, and cover themselves up with it, and after a time dash for the water again and do the same once more. Then they drew a line in the sand and had a circle with three lion charmer. It is as each refused to have any other job. Next they got the marbles and played various, had another swim and a long rest. After this they gradually wandered apart and I began to catch drunkenly across the wide river at the village. Asleep in the sun, Tom found himself riding big baggy in the sand with his big toe. The screeches it out and was angry with himself for his weakness. But Joe was so homeless that he could hardly bear the misery of it. Huck had a long face too. Tom was downhearted, but he tried hard not to show it. He had a secret which he was not ready to tell yet. But his depression was not broken up soon. He would have to reveal it. Tom suggested that they should hunting for pirates, cheese of ground, each of gold and silver, but the others were not near no on doing so. Tom made other suggestions, but they failed too. It was discouraging work. Joe sat digging a stick into sand and looking very gloomy. "Oh boy, let's give it up," said Joe finally. "I want to go home. It's so lonely." "Oh no, Joe, you'll feel better soon. Just think of the hiding here, the fighting here, and there it is another swimming pack, and not anywhere better than his. Swimming no good. I don't seem to care for it. Somehow, when there is anybody to say that I must swim. I want to go home. Well, we let the crybaby go home to its mother when we hug. Poor thing does it want to see its mother, and so it's told, you like it here, don't you, Hug? We start, won't we? Hug said, yes, without any heart in it. I never speak to you again as long as I live, said Joe, linking to college his belongings soon without a parting word. He began to walk slowly through the shallow border towards the Illinois bank. Tom Hanks began to sing. I want to go too, Tom, said he. It was getting lonely and now it's being warm. Let's go too, Tom. Well, go. Wholeheartedly you. Huck walked slowly in away, and Tom moving slowly on. Tom clearly knows that everything has become very lonely, and still he makes one final stagger with his prize and then dashes after his friend. Wait, she shot. I want to tell you something. They stopped and turned loud. When he reached them, he began unfolding his secrets, and they listened gloomily till at last they understood his pain. Then they gave a cheer and said that it was marvelous. They assured him that they would not have let him eat too hard to them before. Tom made up an excuse, but his real reason has been the fear that not even the secrets would keep them with him any very guest left of Tom, and so he has been to hold it in service was as a last persuasion. The boy came quickly back and continued their sports, talking all the time about Tom Pan and arguing the coolness of it. After delicious egg and fish dinner, Tom says that he wants to learn how to smoke Joe's spice, and they stretched themselves out on their bellows and began to puff consciously and with little conscience. The smoke and has unpleasant taste, and they kept a little. Why? It's easy, Tom says. If I know that it was all I have learned long ago, so would I, says Joe. It's just nothing. I believe I could smoke this pipe all day. I don't feel sick. Neither do I, said Tom. I could smoke all day, but I bet your Jeff Chapter could. Jeff Chapter. Why? I fall down with just 2 puffs. I say, boy, don't say anything about it. And sometimes when I boys, you allow I come up to you and say, Joe, have you get a pipe? I want a smoke. And you say in a curious way, was if it was nothing, you say yes. I get my own pie and another one. But you tobacco is very good. And then you take out the pies and will light them as if it was nothing. How they will stare. Will began Tom. It was now. So the talk ran on, but presently it began to dash a little. The silence was speaking marvelously. Increased fortunes seemed to be at work inside the sheets boys. The boys were looking very pale and miserable now. Joe price dropped from his fingers. Tom followed. I lost my knife, said Joe finally. I think I better go and find it. Tom lost unsteadily and said with trembling lips, I help you. You go over there. You go over there. You go over that way and I searched by the springs. No, you need come Hans, we can find it. So Hans sat down again and west and house. Then he found it lonely and went to find his companions. They were wide apart in the woods, very pale, both fast asleep, but something informed him that if they had any trouble, they had got rid of it. They were not very talkative as surprised as nice. They had a humble look when half prepared as good going to prayer. Dinner as upset. Thibault asked where with each other could not be beat together without fines making pace on his was simply and impossibly without smoking a price of paste. One of the riskings almost wise that they had limited pilot. However, there was no other vessel with as much cheerfulness as they could pretend. They called for the pipe and took their puff as its pace. They were guessed that they had become less keen, for they found that they could now smoke a little without having to go and hunt for a lost knife. They did not get this enough to be seriously comfortable. They practiced consciously after suppressed with fair success, and so they spent a joyful evening. Thank you.